Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever, wherever you are watching this. We have an important message for you today. We being Little Michael, Higher Self Michael, and Medium Michael. All three are present right now. All right, let's get into the message. The mountain you are climbing is you. I love that. It sounds great. The mountain you are climbing is you. And there's a very simple message that I'd love to drive home for you to remember today, which is everything you have placed in a cave, you have done so of your own accord, and only you can reclaim out of the cave and into the light. That's going to be a pretty spiritual message. Let's get into it. Whew. So, my friend, as the humans that we think we are, because we are human or not, we're spirit living in a human body, using a human mind to create, to experience, to share, and to love. So as that, as the consciousness we are, we have learned, we have been conditioned, we have agreed, because I feel like sometimes we say, we have been conditioned. Oh, they conditioned us. I'm a victim. Very subtle, but it's true. We have made an agreement to learning, because our soul has made a contract. We have made an agreement to learning about fear, about separation. And so based on that agreement we have made, those of us who are current, everyone's awakening, but for you who are here, you are unlearning those lessons and relearning the truth. Now, the truth is not my opinion. It's not your opinion. The truth is a truth. And what makes something the truth is that it is always the truth. It always was the truth, and it will always be the truth. Now, the truth is, this is a truth. Anything you shame, anything you blame, anything you say, I don't like that, you put that in a cave of darkness. And only you, because it is your reality, your creation, your cave that you have made, can go into that cave and say, I see you, I know you, parentheses, in truth, who you really are, what you really are, and I love you. And put light on whatever you've blamed or shamed or guilted or taken out your anger on. Take that out of the cave and raise it in vibration into love and light. The way you do that, obviously, is you share your light and you shed your love on it. You share your love and shed your light on it. Now, the reason why I made this video is obviously I have experienced this recently, but I feel like the world gets something wrong about this, which is like personal development versus spiritual development. Now, they're similar, but they're also different. And the difference is, I personally feel like personal development is this hill that never stops. It's like this hamster wheel. And the reason why is personal development for me feels like a mind game. Spiritual development for me feels like a consciousness game. A mind game is eventually always going to go back to ego. Consciousness game is rooted in and therefore always goes back to spirit. And since there is no identity in spirit because we are all one identity as spirit, let's play a consciousness game from now on. So as the consciousness we are, we understand that everything is consciousness. Everything. The air, this mic, everything you see named as Michael is consciousness, existing as consciousness, sharing itself. So, since everything is consciousness and love is a root and pretty much the same thing as consciousness, in order for something to exist in its true nature, we have to accept it first in the nature we see, which may be, like I said earlier, that I don't like that. Okay, let's say, no one really likes war, right? So let's take that intense example. I don't like war. Okay, that's surface level. Yes, it's people hurting each other over arguments about land. Okay, and that's a very generous explanation of it. I don't like war. Okay, from a higher perspective, reclaiming it in consciousness, and I know this is going to be controversial, but I'm going to say it anyways, is, well, there's just a bunch of human beings dancing together in their own creation of fear. Okay? And I'm going to send love to that. I'm going to do my part and be my consciousness to raise that. That doesn't mean you force it to change. And I'm going to use a more practical example now because, obviously, let's say someone does not treat you nicely. Your, obviously, ego reaction, which is normal, is, I don't like how they treated me. They treat you that way enough. You come to see, I don't like that person. Okay. You got to remember a couple things. Number one, they are not exclusively who you think they are. Number two, you called into an agreement with them for them to treat you a certain way so that you could learn a certain lesson. Now, I can tell you the lesson you're probably not meant to learn is to shame and to blame and to cast darkness on somebody. The lesson, more likely, that you have called into your being to learn is to love someone despite how they treat you. There's been this huge awakening of the importance and, frankly, the complete requirement of self-acceptance in my life. And I encourage that for you. Whatever you have shamed, whatever you have blamed, whatever you have put in the corner, in the cave of the mountain that is you, as awareness, as consciousness. Not who your mind thinks you are. In fact, right now, the mind's being like, oh, I'm growing spiritually. But your consciousness is like, this is who I am. In fact, there's nothing else I am. This is me. I don't want to use that word, me. This is who I am. Kind of went off track there, but essentially, reclaiming things with love and with light, raising that vibration and accepting that. And you can, and you probably will have to, not always, but most of the time, accept it for whatever you first reactionarily see on its surface level, and then see it in truth. And you do this, it may seem hard, but the easiest place to start, and frankly, the most important place to start, is with yourself. And not little y yourself, but big capital Y yourself, which is you can start with anything and everything you want. In fact, there's probably some feeling you have right now or thought you have right now that is creating a form of conflict within you. And also, if there is a form of conflict within you, it is manifesting outside of you as a form of conflict. So whatever that form of conflict you're experiencing right now, you can create acceptance with that just by seeing it and saying, I love you, with no agenda. With no agenda. That's all we're going to say today. We're going to keep it pretty simple, pretty light. Have an amazing rest of your day, my friend. I send you so much peace, love, and light. Let's continue to raise our vibration together. Peace.